Hi everybody, Bob Sokoler Medley Team Remax Properties East, and I'm here at a church we just recently sold with the WHAS Crusade for Children and the church's former owner. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. First, here's what's happening in both Louisville and Southern Indiana real estate.
Home prices continue to increase throughout our area. Not at the level that other parts of the country are seeing, but typically we increase in home prices between 2.5% and 3.5% per year. But there is concern about the next recession. The majority of experts polled agree that 2020 could see a new recession. Active home shoppers were also asked the same question, and 30% of those folks believe the next recession will happen in 2020. A Realtor.com poll asked folks, will the next recession be better or worse than 2008? And many said it would be the same or worse. And in fact, nearly 70% of home shoppers this spring think the U.S. will enter a recession in the next 3 years. But that hasn't stopped them from trying to close on a home. But checking with the experts. Anthony Chang, who's a chief economist at JP Morgan Chase, says, quoting here, I really feel comfortable that the economy is slowing down this year, but not going into a recession. It doesn't look, to me, like the odds of a recession in 2020 are there. And Dean Baker, the senior economist for the Center for Economic and Policy Research, says, quoting here, to sum up the general picture, the U.S. economy is definitely weakening. However, with wages growing at a respectable pace and job growth remaining healthy, we should see enough consumption demand to keep the economy moving forward. That means slower growth, but no recession. And how about this? Lisa Shatlett, who's the Chief Investment Officer at the Wealth Management Department at Morgan Stanley, says, quoting again, I'm not convinced a recession is coming soon. I see an improving housing market, low rates are helping, a rebound in bank lending, a tight labor market, higher oil prices, and well-behaved credit markets. All these point to a stable U.S. economic outlook. Finally, Morgan Housel on a possible economic slowdown. He says, some will assume it has to be as bad as 2008. It's been a while since the last recession, so the next one will feel worse than it is. And no matter what you do for a living, how you invest, what you invest in, or where you live, there will be opportunities. Meanwhile, many new home sales, especially in the $200,000 to $300,000 price range, have skyrocketed. It's a seller market throughout the Louisville area for homes under $400,000. And in fact, look at our market update that we put out weekly. There is less than a 2-month supply of homes in the $100,000 to $250,000 price range, a very strong seller's market.
We expect the market to continue to outperform any year before throughout the rest of 2019. All right, back now here at the church with the WHAS Crusade for Children. As a former member of the WHAS Crusade for Children on a yearly basis, I know what the crusade does for local kids.
The WHAS Crusade for Children.
For 66 years, the WHAS Crusade for Children has helped local children with special needs.
Ian has cerebral palsy.
That was the best one yet! It's called hereditary sensory autonomic neuropathy. He can't feel pain in like 90% of his body.
There was grief because my grandparents were both deaf. They lived in poverty. You don't want that for your child. It makes me emotional.
The WHAS Crusade for Children.
Millions of dollars raised for local kids over the 66 years.
From PRP, the grand total is
$189,307.09.
There is something very special about the Crusade for Children. Here's the Crusade's Dawn Lee.
And really the magic of the Crusade is the funds that come in, 100% of those go back out to help children with special needs in over 200 agencies, schools, and hospitals throughout Kentucky and Southern Indiana. And these are very real differences that are going to be made in the lives of children.
Having worked for WHS 11 and having volunteered to work during a number of the telethons, it was an honor to be asked to help raise money for the WHS Crusade for Children.
Triple Crown of Running donating to the Crusade for Children $77,886.
Here's what happened. Earlier this year, the Crusade contacted me and asked if we would sell Paul Meyer's Family Church.
We listed it on a Friday and had 2 offers on Sunday, and we had it accepted by the Tuesday, so we were very pleased.
And so several weeks ago, Paul and I donated the proceeds from the sale of his family's church and my commission for selling the church.
What a tradition. We are gearing up now for the 66th year of the WHAS Crusade for Children, of course, the first weekend in June. And today, an amazing donation from two churches and an old friend to WHAS.
On behalf of the members of the Faith Separate Baptist Church
And the Sokoler Medley team.
we present this check to the Crusade for Children for $84,000.
That's Bob Scholar on the right, the former Louisville Tonight Live host and WHAS radio morning show host. Bob is now a real estate agent and announced that very large donation comes with the sale of the Faith Separate Baptist Church on Louisville's Cooper Chapel Road and from the Realtors Commission. He's donating to the Crusade. The Crusade also received a $100,000 check from another church property sale. Those generous folks wish to remain anonymous. So a total of $184,000 in one day. Way to go, Bob and friends.
It really is an honor to be associated and to give back to our community and the WHAS Crusade for Children. You'll see a lot of firefighters out this weekend collecting money at lights and stop signs. If you can, please give. As you've heard, it goes to a very important cause. If you'd like more information about selling or buying a home, I'm here 24/7. Call me anytime on my cell phone, 376-5483. I'm Bob Sokoler, Sokoler Medley Team, RE/MAX Properties East.